Cool. All right, family. All right. Welcome, everybody. Hope everybody's having a wonderful night so far. Hopefully, everybody's has a good trading session. If you came from Hit It and Quit It, well, I think Hit It and Quit It wasn't on today, but hopefully, you guys are ready to have a good trading session this week. Ready to crush the markets. Ready to grind. I hope you guys know that. This is my favorite day of the week. This is my favorite. I look forward to these calls. I look forward to seeing all of you every single week. Honestly, like truly, I love doing these calls. I love being here with you guys. I love the energy that it brings me. Love how much it pushes me to become better. So with that being said, this is I want to see where everybody, all the energies that are tuning in today. Where are you guys from? Where are you tuning in from? What part of the world are you from? I know we have Trade House Canada deep in here always. So let me see. Drop in the chat, guys, where everybody's tuning in from. I'm tuning in from Utah, Canada, Vermont, Texas, Canada, Scarborough. Nice. We got people from all over the world. Canada, Utah. Nice. We got Impacto family in here. Nice. The Demi from Utah. That's cool. That's interesting. All right, cool guys. So one thing that I always like to practice, is where's our intentions, right? And so one thing that I always gotta say, guys, is what is one thing that you're grateful for Mother Earth? Like, what is one thing that Mother Earth has given to you today that you're grateful for? What is one thing that you're grateful for that Mother Earth has provided for you today? It could have been a home. We came from this earth. We didn't come into this world. We came out of it. We came from it, right? We came from this world, right? So what has the world provided for you today, right? Fresh air, water, rain. Grateful for my RP family. Love it. Grateful for water, right? I'm grateful for my family, for this community, for my health. That's beautiful. I love that, right? The Mother Earth has provided you with better health, right? I love it, guys. I love it. I love coming in and hearing all the things that you guys are grateful for, right? And I'm grateful for go-getters around me. I love that. I love the fact that we have a community built of go-getters, of grinders, people that are not only have been on calls, throughout the day, studying, back testing. They don't just take the weekend off. They're over here grinding. And I love having that environment around me because I can feel the energy. You know what I mean? When I see the chats going off, everybody clearing trades on Hit It and Quit It, everybody, putting in trades on in the mornings or at London. I love that. I love seeing all the grinders. I love seeing all the opportunities that the markets offer, right? So that's amazing, guys. I love hearing what you guys are grateful for. Now, one thing that I always want to integrate from here forward, right? I know that we did this last call, so I'm going to bring it back again. So I want to do an attitude of gratitude and also an attitude of excitement, right? Something to look forward to every week. Something to look forward to. So drop one thing in the chat that you're looking forward to this week. One thing that you got planned. Maybe it's a goal that you're close to smashing, right? Maybe it's whatever it may be, right? Drop in the chat what you're excited for, right? This week. What are you looking forward to this week, right? You got to be looking forward to something, right? Something to pull you to tomorrow. Gym every day. I love it, right? Gym every day. That's a good one. Health is wealth, right? So gym 2. We got a bunch of gym heads right here. Let's see, guys. One thing that you're looking forward to in the market, in the wherever it is this week, celebrating a successful trading week. Yes, sir. Celebrate right now, right? Celebrate, having faith and belief that you are gonna have a successful trading week, right? Believing ahead of time of the actual event, right? So make money in minutes, the grind, the wealth, the growth, and challenges. Looking forward for trading and learning, and looking forward, to trading and learning. I love it. I love it. I'm looking forward to the markets opening this week. I'm looking forward to GU. Personally, like I'm just waiting for that GU to do that thing. But I'm excited for that, right? Like I don't care how long it takes. I'm just gonna wait for it patiently, right? Patient pays. Less is more in this game, right? So, all right, guys. So I'm gonna really, really dive in deep today. Okay, so I want to give credit where credit is due. So, I want to give a shout out to, if you guys haven't tuned in yet to him, Mike Navarrete has influenced a lot of my trading psychology. He has influenced a lot of what you guys are seeing now. A lot of, previously when I was running the calls, a lot of it was based from just psychology overall, right? And something that I wanted to really focus on these calls from in the first section of this series is purely trading psychology, right? I just want to focus on pure trading psychology. Okay. So what we're going to do today, right, is we're going to talk about what shapes your perspective in the markets. Okay. So we're going to dive in deep into your perspective of the market and what shapes it. So I'm going to ask everybody, if you haven't already, take out some notes, right? And if you guys haven't tuned into my call last Sunday, I'm starting this new thing. I want everybody to be, focused, centered on this call. I want everybody to be present, right? So every time, one second, let me clear up the waiting room. So every time you guys hear this bull, right, that I'm gonna ring, I want you guys to breathe in, right? One of my mentors taught me this. Shout out to John. So breathe in to your chest, deep, right? And breathe into your stomach. Breathe in through your nose, all the way down to your stomach. Make sure you're expanding those lungs. And what that does is you focus on your breathing, right? When we're babies, when you're born, you breathe through your stomach. You breathe deep into your stomach. You expand your lungs in your body, right? Your lungs, when you sit on, as traders, we spend about, me personally, I'm spending about 1 to 3 hours a day on this chair, right? So as traders, we spend quite a bit of time bent, sat down. I don't have the luxury of a stand-up desk, but I know that I spend quality amount of time bent and sat down like this, right? And so what that does is compresses your ribs to push down on your lungs. And what we tend to forget to do is expand and breathe deep. And like I said, what that does is centers you. So every time you guys hear on the call, just take a moment to breathe in. Take a moment to center yourself, right? To bring yourself to your consciousness to the present moment, to be able to intake this information, right? You're not only going to be able to, I don't want you guys to just understand, hear this information. I want you guys to process it and understand it, right? And you got to be at the right frequency to be able to accept this level of information, right? So, feeling my third eye. That's funny. That's good. Feeling that's a good feeling. The bowls really help me a lot when I meditate. They help me focus on something. So, take a pause, just breathe, right? We want to just make sure that we're here, right? So now, guys, I'm going to start with the lesson for today, right? And like I said, this call was influenced mainly by Mike Nabb, so shout out to him for this. So something that I want to speak to you guys deeply about today is the power of your beliefs, right? The call is called beyond your beliefs, right? Because I want you guys to start realizing how much influence your beliefs have on your everyday practice and your everyday perspective on anything you do, anything, right? We're talking about it doesn't just have to be trading related, it could be business related, financial related, whatever it is, guys. Just if it resonates to you, if it's something that you can relate to, some that may sting, right? I always say this. I always like to tell people to explain this. If I say anything that may, resonate with you a little bit, let it just stick around, right? Let it just sink in and do what it needs to do, right? A wound isn't something that is treated without some sort of pain, right? And if some that I say, stings in any shape or form or way, let it resonate with you. Let it stick around, right? When you're disinfecting a wound, an open wound is gonna sting more when it's fresh, right? When you're wiping that wound clean, it's gonna sting at first, right? But as you clean up that wound and you take care of it, it hurts less and less every day, and you take care of that wound, right? So that's what we're doing here today. Is we're going through, and I'm gonna ask you guys a couple of questions, right? So my first one being, drop a 2 in the chat. Drop some 2s in the chat if you've ever experienced emotional trading. I know I have, right? If you've ever been victim of your own emotional trading, right? And I want you to drop a 3 in the chat if you've ever blown an account, or if you ever blown a percentage of your account without even realizing that what you just did. Like, drop a 3 in the chat. I know that's happened to me so many, like, when my early days of my career, my trading journey, I did that so many times, guys. You have no idea how much look at all the 3s in the chat. You're not alone, right? I see some names here that I've seen for a really long time, right? I've seen some names here that I've seen for a really long time. No, I know that these individuals, you guys are wise and know that failing is a part of this, right? That if you stick through this long enough, success is inevitable. You will succeed moving this direction. You will succeed. Now, the time period into which you reach your success will be 100% dependent on you, right? 100% dependent on you. 1 second, guys. Let me just make sure that this is set. Cool. Will be 100% dependent on you, right? So I want to talk to you guys about this because that's happened not just to you guys, but it happens to all of us throughout our trading careers. And I want to be really, be proud of yourself. Be happy that some of you may have experienced that a lot earlier than others, right? Some people, some of us go through this phase of fear early in our career, in our journey, where we don't experience we're taking risks in the market, right? We don't experience that exposure, that live market as some other people would, right? With a little bit more confidence, right? Because the key here is to know that the most confident person in the room, the most confident person in this call right now will make the most money this week. Hands down. Hands down. The most confident person in this call, doesn't matter how well your experience is or how much experience you have in the markets, right? It really, truly, like, as long as you have, it only takes 3 to 6 months to become very knowledgeable, to have a very good understanding of smart money concepts or institutional order flow, right? And so a lot of people, what we experience is not the fact that we're bad analysts, right? Because a lot of people are really good at analyzing. A lot of people are really good at back testing, journaling, right? affirmations and doing all these daily rituals. So why is it that such a good percentage, such a big percentage of individuals aren't profitable in markets? Why is it, right, that so many individuals are such good analysts but poor traders? Right? And if you've ever felt like that, like, man, I just had a fire ass setup, right? And then you duplicate it next time, and then boom, that setup gets clapped, and then you see it again, boom, that setup gets clapped, and you're what that does is it ignites and relates the thought of losing and the emotion and everything that emotion means to you, and you tap into that energy, right? You're tapping into that energy currently, right? And so if you lose in the markets, you have to be able to detach yourself from the result, right? And I'm going to explain to you guys in a very detailed way why that is so important. Give me just 1 second to pull this up real quick. Okay. You know, this is why I say it's really important that we're tuning into these calls every week. Okay. This information is not something that you're just going to hear once and be able to stick in your head for the rest of your life. It's really not. Right. That's why I'm making sure these calls are recorded. These calls are accessible to everybody, because I want you guys to be able to access this information moving forward. Right. That's why I'm redoing the whole series of you know, the mastery calls. It's because I want you guys to be able to have access to these informations on a daily, weekly basis. Right. And while you tune into this information, you know, you're going to hear a lot of things every single call. Right. And these type of things are going to be able to build your beliefs, right? They're going to shape your beliefs. The way that you start thinking will start changing. The way you start processing losses or you start reacting to things will start changing. And you'll start noticing things in your trading, such as an increased amount on your balance, right? You guys are going to start noticing that, you know, all aspects of your life are going to start growing. So little by little, boom, you're going to start climbing up the ladder and your life and your goals and your achievements. And it's because you're going to start seeing these, little things that we do, little things that we do every day that contradict our success. Okay. And it's because your very own beliefs, right? Your very own beliefs filter your reality, right? What you are able to make in these markets is completely based from your beliefs. Then I want that to stick with you guys. Write that down. What you are able to make in these markets is completely based from your beliefs. Right? It's as simple as somebody that thinks that 6 figures or believes that 6 figures is a lot of money will have a more difficult time reaching that amount than someone who understands that 6 figures really isn't that much. Somebody that's been around 6-7 figures earners their whole lives, right? When you're around 7-figure earners, right? 6 figures, you realize that 6 figures really isn't that much, right? But my whole life, I grew up thinking 6 figures was a lot, that I needed to go to school to earn 6 figures, that I needed to go work my ass off for somebody else to climb up the ladder of a company, of a corporation, to be able to reach 6 figures. You see, the way that my life was going before was going down in corporation and I'm building my way up, right? And I was going into management, and I was getting into corporate, right? And I was building up myself to 6 figures. Right? Within 3 years of my life, I was able to triple my salary within a corporation. Within 6 months of my trading career, I was able to 10 times that salary. right? But it was my belief level that led me to that choice, to the choices of, choosing a job, a safe income over a belief in my capabilities to generate wealth. Because it's all based on your capabilities. I told you, the most confident person in the room will make the most money. Why do you think that is? Because they believe in their capabilities to learn something, apply it, right? And apply it. That's key right there. Not just learn, but apply, right? And not allowing their current results to influence their mindset, not allowing their current results to influence all of their decisions, right? The only thing that your current results should be shaping right now is your trading plan. Write this down. The only thing my current results should be shaping right now is my trading plan. Nothing else. There's nothing else your current results should be influencing right now. Your influence, your motivation, your purpose is all pushed, right, through future achievements, your faith in your future achievements, right, not of your current results. You see, a lot of us are not reaching the current results that we want. So we relate that back to failure and everything that relates to that word, to you. Everything that failure means to you, right? Everything that failure means to you is what you're relating to when you just focus on your current results. I'm not saying that you're always going to be losing. What I'm saying is that when you win, all you want is more wins. And when you lose, you want to avoid as much losses as possible. Now, whether this is true or not in your life, right? Whether this is true or not in your life, to me, right? To me, my results, my current results are only building confidence into my trading plan, right? What I want you guys to do is remove the emotion from trading and put the trust in the plan. Remove your emotions from the trading by putting your trust in the plan. See, a lot of people are not succeeding right now because they don't stick to their own plan. That's it. Why do you think that all your mentors tell you, stick to your trading plan? How many of us, right? I must have been trading for a whole year before I even really stuck to my trading plan. No cap. I don't know how many of you, have experienced this, but for me, I spent a whole 6 months to a year without a trading plan, without sticking to my trading plan. Right. And I can tell you my equity curve that whole year was like this. It might as well flatline for the whole year. Really, really, truly, it might as well just flatline, if not decline for the rest of the year. I might as well we just been giving away money to the market. I was literally just grabbing money out of my pocket, putting it on the market. That's all I was doing. There's no plan, there's no confidence, there's only emotion and relying on reaction, right? And when you're self-reliant on only self-will alone is not enough to stop you from making irrational decisions in the moment. It's not. Self-will is not the only thing that's going to be able to push you to make rational decisions in the market. I'm telling you guys that right now. Don't rely on self-will alone. Rely on your plan and remove the emotion from your trading overall, period. Right? The only reason that right now a lot of you, or a lot of us really, are hesitant before taking a trade, before or after pulling the trigger, is because we're not trusting the plan. And being able to build confidence to the plan, right, to your trading plan, being able to build that confidence for your trading plan or towards your trading plan is going to take you to take a couple losses, right? Because a lot of us are out here trying to trade like, we're trying to trade like RJ, we're trying to trade like Jerome, we're trying to trade like Andy, we're trying to trade, we're trying to trade like somebody, right? We want to be like traders like somebody, right? And so we're trying to learn all these things. We're trying to learn all these things from other people, right? New methods, new strategies, new indicators, new this, new that. And I want to trade more like this individual, and I want to have more of a lifestyle like this individual. And the reason that you're failing so much is because you're not focusing on you and what you're doing on a day-to-day basis on a trade-to-trade decision. You need to focus on you, on what you are doing and what you are creating, because the money will come. But if you're not getting the results that you want, there is work to do, right? But realize this, guys. If there's anything to take away from today, is this. And please write this down, all right? There's no such thing as a bad trade, right? As long as you follow your plan. The only trading mistake you can make in this market is not following your plan. That's it. You can lose a trade, and that is not a mistake. Do not relate that to a trading mistake. If you are following your plan, that is not a mistake. That is just a future correction that you can make. But it is not a mistake to lose a trade, because what we do in the markets, what we have here in the markets, right? What we have here in the markets is a build of supply and demand, right? And take supply, right, as greed, and take demand as fear. People fear, right? Like people take and sell, right? When they get fearful, they sell back their positions. But when people want more, what do they want? They buy more. The more for me. When people get greedy, right? Creating supply, right? And so supply and demand is a creation of emotions, of the emotions of fear and greed in the market. It's literally a reflection of human emotion. That's what moves these markets. So if a setup worked last time, it will not guarantee that it will work the next time, right? So when you're trading, all your edge is, right? All your edge is, when you're trading, all your edge is, it gives you a little bit more, if not a lot more, actually, because a lot of, I've seen a lot of good traders on Trade House Canada, guys. There's people that are 80% accurate. Hit it and quit it has been 80% accurate for a while, right? So understanding, right? Understanding that your current results should not influence your confidence. They should influence corrections in your trading plan. Remove the emotion from the trading by putting your trust in your plan. The only way for you to build confidence in your trading plan is by making those bad trades or those losses, right? To be able to define your edge, because your edge, all it's doing is giving you a percentage, right, of accuracy over the market, of what may happen next in the market. It doesn't predict, right? It does not predict, and I'm going to repeat this, right? Your edge does not predict the next move in the market. Remove that from your mind. We are here to trade without any expectation. We are here to trade without any attachment to our results, right? And to be able to do that, you got to trust your plan. To be able to trust your plan, you got to lose trades. And to be able to win trades, you got to lose some. And to be able to, be able to build that equity curve, that bullish equity curve, you're going to have to take L's. And if you don't learn from those L's, you're going to only repeat them in the future. And as consistently as you're building up, you're going to drop. As consistently as you go up your equity curve, you're going to lose it all. And a lot of people are boom and busting right now because they're not back testing, or they're not taking the time to reflect after you trade. Okay, the best time to reflect on your trades is after you trade, after your trading session. Review what you just did. You still have the emotions within you, right? You're still in that zone, right? You still remember everything vividly that you just did. That's the best time, right? That's the best time to backtest. That's the best time to be, reflecting, self-reflecting on what you just did and on your trading plan. You should be revisiting your trading plan once a month, minimum. Revisit your trading plan constantly, right? So, guys, we're going to take a second and, stand up straight. Make sure that your shoulders are back. Relax, right? Breathe through your nose into your chest. Right? To your stomach. Center yourself back into the moment, right? Bring it back to the now, to the present, right? Refocus, right? We got another 10 minutes on the call, okay? Just bring your focus back for another 10 minutes, right? To the present moment, right? So what are we learning so far, right? 1, your beliefs filter your reality, right? 2, to be able to remove emotions. To be able to remove your emotions from your trading, you have to put your trust in your plan. Self-will alone will not do it. Self-will will push you pretty far, guys. I believe in every single one of you that you're willing to do this, right? But self-will alone, don't rely on self-will alone, right? Help yourself. Set yourself up for success, right? Trust in your plan. You remove the emotions from your trading by putting the trust in the plan, right? So hit up your mentors if you haven't already and ask them about a trading plan. Hey, can you help me build this trading plan, build a template, and it just go from there. Your trading plan will be defined by your beliefs, right? Remember, number 3, we are not trading currencies, right? Well, some people trade currencies, right? Some people trade crypto, some people trade NFTs, some people trade time for money, right? Some people trade, money for money. But what we're doing, and I want you guys to realize this, what you're doing is you're trading your beliefs of the market. And I want you guys to really soak that in. You are currently trading, right? This week, you're going to be trading your beliefs of what you see in the market, right? Not currencies themselves, not the chart themselves. You're going to be trading your beliefs versus someone else's, right? And so the only way that people believe, the only way that a lot of people, what they do is they don't believe in themselves until they start seeing the money, right? And I gotta tell you guys, that's all backwards. You can't just believe in yourself when you have the results that you want. You have to believe in yourself before that matter of the fact, right? Because it's a fact, because it's going to happen. It's the truth. It's your reality. It's going to happen because you keep moving this direction. It's a fact. So before the fact is given to you, you have to believe in the fact, right? Your success is a fact. It is going to happen. It is yours. It is yours for the taking, and it's within you, because your success is based on the amount of confidence that you have on your current plan. Not how strongly you feel about trading, right? It's about how much belief and trust you have in your plan, right? So removing the belief from your current results will allow you to be more successful in the markets, right? Remove, most people belief system come from the current physical manifestation of the results, right? So the current physical manifestation. And I gotta tell you that current physical manifestation only happens after the fact of you creating it in your mind. And it comes into reality periodically, right? It doesn't just boom, and you think it, you grab it, you pull it out of your head, and it's right here. It doesn't just happen like that. You have to consistently shape your beliefs, because that's what's truly that's what's truly holding you back from the reality that you deserve, that you are worthy of, right? That reality that you're worthy of, that you're waiting for you, right? That it's there, existing, right? That is yours. That is the fact, right? It's there, but you have to believe it, right? You have to believe it now, that you have it now. The physical manifestation happens when you believe the very success that you want is now, is happening right now. This is the rest of your life. Like, trading is going to be a part of your life and a part of your knowledge for the rest of your life. What's the big fucking hurry? For reals. What's such the hurry to being successful if you know that if you keep moving this direction, you are going to reach all the things that you want to achieve? Without a doubt, you are going to achieve all the things that if you keep moving, if you don't stop, if you don't just hesitate from your current results. If you believe in yourself, you keep moving this way, what's the big hurry? We're all going to get there. We're all going to be there. So what is the big hurry to get there now? Drop in the chat a 5 if you've ever felt the urge to be there now. If you ever felt that emotion and be there now. If you ever felt like, I know I have. I've in the beginning of my trading, I told myself, I was like, man, within 2 years, I can be retired. Drop a 5 in the chat if you've ever told yourself, man, this year is going to be the one that I'm going to be done. I'm going to be fully reliant on just trading. This is, in 6 months, how many of you ever told yourself, gave yourself a time expectancy on your success? How many of you have ever put a time expectancy on your success, right? A limit, right? Because that's all that is. It's a limitation on your success. Yes, you should have goals as to when you want to meet certain things, right? But don't put a time limit on your success. Success has no limits. Success has no limitations. So why are you putting a cap on it? Why are you capping yourself? Right? This is going to take time, and it's going to take the time that it's going to take. It's going to take the time that you put into it. And it's going to take the time of the quality of the time that you put into this. Because you can sit here in front of the screen all day, but for all my people that are laying down right now, you're not going to be accepting the information as well as somebody that's sitting up, right? And sitting up straight, breathing in, taking all the information, taking notes, right? Being centered, being present, right? What is the quality of the time that you're putting in the charts? How many of you have said, man, I keep putting in all these hours, but what are the results? Well, what the hell is the quality of the time that you're putting into the charts? What is the quality of the time that you're putting into your craft? Right? Because the quality of the time that you're putting in is more valuable than the quantity of the time that you're putting in. I've seen people sit in front of the charts for hours, guys, for hours. And I'm just like, how do you do that, fam? Like, how do you do that to yourself? Like, I love it. I love trading. Don't get me wrong. I love trading and everything, but being enslaved to the charts is not the goal, right? It's not the goal. We want to reach financial freedom, right? So what is the quality of the time that you're putting in, right? Trading, I said this last call, trading is a journey into self-discovery, right? You learn more about yourself than you do anything else, right? That's why each individual trading plan is so crucial and unique. Guys, drop a 3 in the chat if you take in bounce back. If you completed or have even started bounce back. If you've ever watched any episode of bounce back, drop a 3 in the chat. Drop a 5 in the chat if you tune into Jerome's sniper training on Thursdays. I know we're all in there. I see everybody on this call in there. All my snipers are on here. Let's go. Right? So knowing that we look at all the 5s and 3s in the chat, knowing that we all learn from similar sources, why is it that we all trade so differently? Why is it that everybody sees something similar but different? Right? Why do we have such a different perspective and approach to the markets? It's because of your beliefs, right? It's because your beliefs of your confidence, of your trust in your plan, right? And so I'm just here to tell you guys, to share with you guys, we may all be learning from the same sources, but we all trade so differently. We're all so unique because we all perceive information in such a unique level. We're all vibrating on a different frequency. Remember, information is frequency. The better and higher frequency you're at, the better you're able to perceive information or the information of your goals, right? So for all of you who are sitting up right now, who are taking notes, I'm proud of you because that quality of the time that you put in for the past hour will start reflecting months, weeks, years down the line. You're going to thank yourself for hopping on these calls, right? And I'm going to leave this call off with a quote from Napoleon Hill, right? And Napoleon Hill says, failure is the seed to an equivalent advantage, right? Failure is the seed to an equivalent advantage, right? And I'm going to leave that with you guys because I want you guys to understand that the only thing that your current failures should be defining and your current success should define is your trading plan and is your approach on the market, not defining your next trade. It's not, your current results aren't going to define your next trade, aren't going to define, all your confidence. What's going to define that is the trust that you build with yourself. How much do you trust you? How much do you trust your trading? And if you can't trust your trading, well enough, it's probably because you haven't set up a plan that's accustomed to your values, to your beliefs, right? So family, I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm going to strictly, try to stick to the 1 hour, but I appreciate all of you. I'm going to continue this lesson. I didn't even get halfway through the lesson. I'm going to continue the lesson next Sunday, right? I hope you guys all tune in next Sunday. I'm a true believer that, that we as humans can focus in periods of, an hour, right? And our highest levels of focus happen in a short period of time, which is the hour expectancy, right? So, family, I'll be back every single Sunday to bring you guys much, much more value. I'm going to, as we move on through these calls, I'm going to get better at, at going through the lesson. I know I talk a lot and I get off topic, but, I appreciate every single one of you. I appreciate all the love and your guys' presence. Your guys' energy is everything. You guys' energy is everything, guys. I love to have you guys here. I love to share all this information with you guys, and I hope to see you guys next Sunday. Remember, the impact and the value you guys will find over the period of time of consistency in information that you are applying, right? So show up every Sunday, right? I will make this 1 hour, right? I will make this 1 hour worth your value and your time. Okay. So I'm gonna end it. I got a request, and I love the fact that we ended up with these requests. Let's end the night centered. Let's accept this information. Let these things resonate with you. Let the success come to you, right? There's no hurry, guys. There's no hurry, right? Success is inevitable. It will be there for you regardless. Stay blessed, family. Take care.